The Hollywood strike is over. Begun. The video game strike has. Hollywood shutdowns are like government shutdowns. No one goes to work, no one gives a fuck, and the immediate effect is an objective improvement. Oh, what's that? Warner, Disney, and everyone the fuck else who's blamed my Caucasian cock and balls having ass for every filmic flop of the past decade, along with every actor who fem-scolded me for same, is gonna lose money like a stripper with a C-section scar, and the punishment if they fail to reach an agreement is no one has to watch Stephen Colbert anymore? Oh no! What a Greek tragedy! I'm just gonna go in the corner and suppress an erection about something else entirely. Hollywood's complaints include low pay, zero streaming revenue share, long hours, and a casting process that involves more statutory assault than Hunter's hard drive. The irony that most of these mongs unwaveringly supported all of the COVID lockdowns that necessitated the cinematic exodus to streaming services might to the layman appear ample cause for self-reflection. That is, until you remember this is Hollywood, and, of course, SAG have the self-awareness of Helen Keller in a sensory deprivation chamber. Not that I don't admire the moxie. Truly, my friends, it takes balls the size of Ursa Major to request more money when we're still sifting through the smoldering crater left by Blue Beetle and Indiana Jones and the pacemaker of Polymer. Though at least the latter allowed me to multitask. I mean, I could watch Indiana Jones and Jurassic Park at the very same time. But as I helpfully pointed out from the beginning, thanks to having every union under the troposphere in their corner, SAG-WAG had more leverage than Lizzo on a teeter-totter, and so the settlement announcement this last week was about as surprising as a photo of Taylor Swift squinting, which is one of the reasons their president, Fran Drescher, if you can fucking believe it, has spent the past 4 months twirling her twat stash and tying Tinseltown to the railroad tracks. Hell, it was over so soon it almost makes you wish there were some other industry with low pay, long hours, negative royalties, and enough sex pests to be mistaken for the bread tube board at Reddit. Oh, wait! Yes, friends, after slapping on a teddy and cock-teasing us all about it a month ago, sure as shit, SAG voted earlier this week to extend the strike to Super Mario. Now, there's enough legalese in here for a Bill Gates prenup, but the sum and substance is that while the strike itself may still not materialize now that a settlement has been agreed to, the simple fact that the terms are already being called into question all but guarantees these talent-deficient dip-fucks will be striking in another 3 years, meaning Microsoft, Sony, and the big N-word better start invested in 2x4 zoot suits and a Jimmy Hoffa-shaped shallow grave in the interim. And honestly, they're overdue for it. Look, Deus Ex is at least as well known for Warren Spector and Harvey Smith's speculative philosophizing as anything Eidos deigned to do during production. Yet years on, despite solid sales on all digital platforms, those dudes don't get a shit-smeared dime in goddamn royalties, and unfortunately, due to the reliably shitty taste of the public at large, Kojima is in much the same state with Metal Gear. Look, EA, Activision, it was lovely while it lasted, but if you thought having the self-same royalty structure as pro wrestling and porn was permanent, I got an NFT of a bridge in a swamp to sell ya. Burger King pays the fucking fry-a-later cook better than BioWare pays what pass for fucking writers. Then again, they did write Andromeda. Put it this way, it took Squeenix's crack writing staff, about 7 years to reimagine Tomb Raider. And at the end of the day, the sum and substance of all that tireless labor amounted to, I know, we'll give her a bow, smear every visible inch of flesh with 31 flavors of dirt and dog shit, and liposuck 17 pounds out of each individual tit. Because as Starfield has since shown absolutely everyone, having a bra that fits better backwards is now a bona fide character trait. Look, I wouldn't trust these pink-haired pricks to write a picture book, but you yahoos let the unions in to begin with. I'm afraid it's time to dine on karmic cock. And as for video game voice actors, am I the only one who thinks it'll arguably be an improvement? Every time CD Projekt hires another name actor to shill their shitty non-RPG, I get flashbacks to Tom Selleck selling reverse mortgages. All that artistry and more we may well be robbed of if the Hollywood strike comes for the video. Poetic chestnuts such as,
I just moved shit with my mind.
I just keep hearing I.
I just move shit with my freaking mind!
or hey, what about and lest we or our sleep-deprived faces forget.
Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything.
Modern game dialogue makes an 80s anime dub look like Taming of the Shrew, and as for the voice actors, I'd sympathize with all of them, except they're all played by Troy fucking Baker, and pardon the fuck out of me for failing to sympathize with an industry that provides Yongi as Eeyore on ambient sound and ass with an income. So Godspeed, pinko picketers. Not for labor rights, not for my workers, for one reason and one reason alone. Killing Disney's Daredevil. When I heard Born Again and Thunderbolts got boofed, I about French-kissed my own genitals. And as Wario is my witness, if a video game strike can do the same for the 15,000th Assassin's Creed Collectathon or the GTA Girl Boss Edition, I'll do the exact same for Fran Drescher's dick. I'm Razor Fist. You're welcome for the mental image. God fucking speed.
Strike back. Then you strike back. Breaking the spell. Strike back. Ooh, you strike back. Nothing to tell.
We'll give her a bow, smear every visible inch of flesh with 31 flavors of dirt and dog shit, and lipos...